One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Minnesota. And the Huskers will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense will have the football first. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special.
And the Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Back to pass, it's Lindsey. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Just needs a crack to get a return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So Nebraska's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of the...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
The Huskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
How about this defense coming out the gates? First drive, getting to the quarterback. They wanted to affect the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. Already 2 sacks on this first drive.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. With the catch, it's Hunter. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. The Cornhuskers will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got a man, it's Taylor. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. And the Golden Gophers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Pocket breaking down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Coleman. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. The Golden Gophers with the 1st and 10. Got a man, it's Coleman. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And the Golden Gophers are on the move. Use the play fake, now to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Give to the back. He breaks a tackle.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground, their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
The Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Off the play fake on 1st down.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
And the Huskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking for space, it's Ives. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Finding open areas. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes a catch at the 20. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Golden Gophers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Tough linebackers getting after quarterbacks. The Huskers have a rich tradition of that.
Yeah, and you think about the black shirts, and you hear that if you're a Nebraska fan, you know exactly what that means. Guys that are different, guys that see it, that hunt it, that go get the football like this guy just did.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Caught near the sidelines, he'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the field goal unit. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. The lead is now 5 here in the first. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, all the talk this week. Let's find out how things are playing out in this top 5 duel. Miami has the lead right now, but this Canes crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet there in the 305. They're up by a field goal over Louisville. We promise to keep you updated if anything changes in this matchup of 1 versus 2. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Can't get him to the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Got it in the middle. It's Key. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
To the ground. He's got it again. Oh, he's got some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Huskers will hustle to the line.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska's had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, or Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Power football with the run.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Got him downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. They'll go to the air. Trying to find the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Huskers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. and he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Running to Green. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. The Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The play-action fake. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. And the Golden Gophers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll try to pop the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Lost one deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Huskers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Pulled and fired complete. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. And the Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun. Give on the inside. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. He leaves it with his back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
The Golden Gophers will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Huskers are in the hurry up. He'll do it himself. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. They get to the line quickly.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Oh, he's got a chance. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cornhuskers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off-play action on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Give to the running back. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a first down. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Catch in the middle, it's Markway. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Tight end now in motion. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Caught close to the marker, it's Markway. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
Yeah, and this offense, that's what they do. Last week, he had 2 rushing touchdowns. They're going to feature him. They're going to get physical, especially inside the 5-yard line. You're going to feed this guy the football. This offense has had success in the past giving him the ball.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. So they will eschew the short field goal attempt and instead try to score from the 5 on 4th down. To the air, it's Raiola. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. And the Golden Gophers backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
The Golden Gophers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll try the run. There he goes. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Tracy. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. And the Golden Gophers have their offense in high gear. The give is to Taylor. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Golden Gophers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
The Golden Gophers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking for a pass to the end zone to the right. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He wants it all. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Absolutely perfect. And they go back on top. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now. But those fans that were there when the U was the U, they know this game is not over. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Louisville. We'll parachute back into your game, fellas, if anything changes in this heavyweight battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Pulls it in. It's Hunter. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
To the air, it's Raiola. Under fire. Got his man downfield. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Huskers want to crank the tempo.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Back to pass. Rushes on him. Working that left side. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hunter. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Pressure coming. Caught. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got it! And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He'll keep it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska!
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation, nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. From the shotgun, the inside give. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Get it out on the screen. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
We're just about ready to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news...
Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Going to the running game. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cornhuskers are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hunter. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Wants to go up top. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead.
Nebraska 20, Minnesota 8.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught behind the line, it's Taylor. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. And the Golden Gophers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Taylor has it. Still on his feet at the 45. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Might as well give it to him again. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Here's a heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And that big, bad Husker front just keeps wreaking havoc in the backfield.
I mean, that's what you want. You want the defensive line to dominate the football game. You don't want to have to blitz and bring all these extra bodies. And this defensive line, this black shirt defensive line, is doing their job.
The Golden Gophers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll need some juice in that arm on 3rd and long. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped right at the 42 after returning the pick, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Finds the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. And the Huskers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
They'll give it to Johnson.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Back to throw, it's Raiola. Oh, they're after him. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Huskers will line up to punt it away. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
And the Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Cornhuskers line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. Hauls it in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. And the Golden Gophers will punt it away on 4th down. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. They'll run play action. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. He'll do it himself. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The option look. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. And the Huskers want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Here's the pressure. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
The Huskers will call on their punt team. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. The Golden Gophers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. To the air on first down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Going over the top. He caught it. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big CUSA matchup for you. FIU handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown, and what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where CUSA is right now, and man, what a difference.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. To throw, it's Raiola. Finds his man in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Cornhuskers want to move quickly.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back and...
Oh, he's got some space. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
The Huskers have it with a 1st and goal. Power ahead. and they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. 6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on 3rd and goal. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Huskers! Quick strike through the air for the score. Well, Lil Red's probably turning into Big Red with pride right now with this performance he's turning in.
And, man, he is in his bag. He's running it. He's throwing it. This defense is like, habit, what? Which way do I go? Who's got the football? He is setting this defense on fire.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Finds a little space. Turning it on! May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. And the Golden Gophers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to sneak it. They pick up that 1st down easily. You wonder sometimes if you're 2-down territory there, you take a shot on 3rd and run it on 4th, but they opt to just move the chains here.
Man, I laugh now watching quarterback sneaks. It looks a lot less fun than back in my day when I played, because not only are you getting hit from the front now if you're a quarterback, but you've got your own guys running into your back now as well. We see these push plays more and more often today in college football. No fun.
Pocket breaking down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
To the air on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Caught on the outside, it's Bonner. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Johnson. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Here comes the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
The offensive line coach will be pulling his hair out. His head coach is okay right now because they're winning the game, but from an O-line standpoint, they've been atrocious in pass pro.
The Cornhuskers decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And the Huskers moving quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
34, Minnesota, 15.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
The defense is just killing it. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury tent.
And the Golden Gophers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Here's trouble. Ball's out in the end zone. And not much else could go wrong. A defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on.
And the defense right now flying around, getting to the ball carrier, knocking the ball loose, running into the end zone, jumping on it for a touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is now a final in Conference USA, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to hear about. Jacksonville State just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there at JSU. They'll enjoy this one all week.
Rides the back on the option to give.
Never a dull moment when it comes to football in Conference USA, and that certainly held true again today.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their... And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Third and long equals pass almost every single time. Pin your ears back, go get the quarterback. Great job by the defense understanding the situation. Everybody flying upfield, putting pressure, know the quarterback's going to hold it, get to him, strip, sack, you get the rock.
They are so close to a score they can smell it on the first play of the drive, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Minnesota, 15.
On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. He's going to throw deep right side. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Got some room to run. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Markway. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
That's a 1st down.
The handoff to Johnson. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He'll take it himself. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Coming out with it, it's Hayes. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a...
There he goes! They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Golden Gophers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Throws for the tight end. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give from the gun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Had to throw it before he wanted. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Smashes it between the uprights. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bell. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they